Welcome, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dee, and this is Intuitive Life Advice. I'm going to do a reading for you today called What You Don't Know. And I shuffle my cards offline thoroughly while I'm concentrating on the energy. I know that people like to see the shuffle, so I just shuffle once on camera so that you can see that they are in fact being shuffled. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss videos. Comment. Everything helps me. Do whatever you can do to help me grow my channel. I would appreciate it so much. I appreciate all the support so far from everyone. Thank you so much. There are so many amazing people out there. I just love being a part of this community. Some of my decks are very, very big, and they're hard to, full of cards, and they're very hard to shuffle. We're going to find out. Okay, my goodness. What is the deal with that? I didn't feel very good. Feels a little heavy. See what we can get for you here. Scorpio, you are one amazing person. There are just so many traits about you that just are amazing. I don't even know where to start. Mercy. My water signs are having some things in common in these readings. It's like we're on a mission of sorts on the What You Don't Know readings for the water signs. Okay, let's see here. Please bear with me. I have to take my time with these energies because they're very specific. I need a bigger table. I do. Nice. Oh my goodness. Okay. There are just so many things going on here. For instance, the Aries card, the Aquarius card, the Native American energy here, the stepfather energy, the dark, traumatic type of energy. Those were all in the Cancer reading as well. That's just amazing. I mean, do you see how many cards are in this deck? I mean, that's a ton of cards, thoroughly shuffled, and we're getting a little bit of the same vibe. We even have this similar card came out to this one. Not the same card, but extremely similar. Extremely similar here too. And this one wanted to come out before I even could get the camera on. This is interesting. Okay. Scorpio, I might need to put a trigger warning on you and the readings for you and Cancer so far. Okay, let's get started. This first card is telling me that there's just something going on here that you're just so confused about that you can't get your thoughts straight. You can't wrap your head around it. No matter what you do or think or say or how you try to figure it, it just is not making sense to you. And I want to add here that this feather card. Have you ever heard the saying that whenever a loved one is trying to communicate with you, you'll find a white feather or a penny or a dime, whatever it is for you? If you've heard that in your life, that's what this card means in your reading, because it came to mind to me. This card means different things for different situations, but in this situation, the only thing that comes to mind is that saying. When someone in heaven is trying to give you a message, a white feather will appear. Or if you're thinking in your mind, you're trying to figure something out and you're asking for help, for clarity, for an answer to something that's just mind-boggling to you that you can't figure out, you ask for help. Your ancestors supposedly give you the answer in a message of some sort. And the way they let you know that they're going to give you the answer that you seek is because they are communicating with you to let you know that you need to be aware that they're going to give you an answer. Now, the feather isn't your answer, but it's letting you know that you're going to get your answer because they're looking out for you. They're going to work. They're on it. They're on the job. You want an answer, they're on the job. They're going to give you the answer. Now, this bridge with the train track running through it, the length of it, this is a train track that's running the length of this bridge. And if you were on this walking across this bridge, you would have to stay real close to the side here to keep from being hit when that train comes through. Keep that in mind as we go through these cards. I try not to come to conclusions until I go through their cards with you, because there are some pretty serious readings that come out of these. What you don't know, you can just imagine how there are some that are information that is very, very troubling that will come out in these what you don't know readings. So I'm just kind of warning you, and I'll probably put maybe a little caution comment, trigger warning or something on Cancer and Scorpio's reading for this what you don't know reading. Anyway, Scorpio, this is your reading, and we're going to go through it. We've got something here telling us that someone is, it's raining. This person's kind of on the ball of their feet. We only see their feet and just a little bit of the bottom of their leg. They're dancing in the rain. That's what this person's doing. They're dancing in the rain, or they're standing in the rain. And imagine yourself what kind of emotional state you're in if you were in the rain, barefoot. You've got the legs of your jeans cuffed. So you did that on purpose so that you could go get your feet in the rain. You knew it was coming. You got prepared because you knew it was coming, and you're getting wet in the rain. Now, the meanings to this card differ depending on the rest of the spread here. So we're just going to keep moving. And then after we go through the cards, we'll do the recap. And that's where we find out what you don't know. Now, you made some choices, or someone you're dealing with made some choices. And this is in the past. This person made some choices in the past that caused a lot of emotional trauma. This person did everything they could to deal with that trauma, and it even went into it was like this person was feeling like they were trying to comfort someone. They were comforting They were comforting another person. This person that made choices to comfort another person, this person is an Aries. And they have Aquarius here too. So these two people that I'm talking about in this column, one is an Aries, one is an Aquarius. So far we've got you, an Aries, and an Aquarius person. Now, whatever occurred here caused this person that went through something here that they were prepared for. As always, there's a message here. This could be the message to you. This feather could be indicating that this is your message that's coming out right now, card by card, which is what I'm feeling. You have to be very careful when you're walking across this railroad track, because if that train comes through there, it's going to hit you unless you are very careful and very meticulous about how you squeeze yourself, plant yourself up against that wall until the train goes by, and you just get through it. You close your eyes, you wait until the train's gone. It's scary. The earth is rumbling. You feel confined and closed in and you can't move, like you're paralyzed. And then the sound dissipates, you open your eyes, and there's the sun again. You walk away from the bridge. You've got your feet in the water here. They're not firmly on the ground, but they're in the rain on the water, and you knew the water was coming because you put your cuff in your pants to prepare for that. And I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. This is not a good reading, Scorpio. This is a reading about someone who experienced some sort of trauma, and it's going to come out. I don't know why I'm getting these this week. There are people who need to know these messages. I don't enjoy this, but this is what I do. I have to do it, or I won't be allowed to do it. So I have to give you these messages. Scorpio, there's somebody who's experienced some sort of trauma at the hand of someone else. It happened in childhood. That's when it started. It started in childhood and probably into young teens, early teens. This person smoked. This person locked you in. If this was you, this person locked you in. You couldn't escape. It was like you were locked in. You went through the motions. You didn't know what else to do. You felt like you were comforting this person because that's what they groomed you to do. Something was wrong. You'd go over and be sweet and sentimental. They would start the grooming process, and then eventually they abused you. And this looks like sexual abuse, just like the Cancer reading. If you have any connection with Cancer, and this is ringing a bell for you, even if you don't know about this occurring, this might be your message so that you can heal from something that you may not even know is there for you or someone else. I know that just this is not a pretty reading. There's a Aries person in this reading. There is an Aquarius person in this reading. I'm not seeing a sign here depicting this confused person, which is apparently you. You're feeling things and going through things, and you don't understand why you're doing what you do. You're avoidant. I don't feel like this stepfather. I don't feel like this stepfather figure this stepfather figure was in the spotlight in some way. He was a very happy-go-lucky type person, kind of brought sunshine everywhere he went. He was spiritual, but he was also sacrificial. He would sacrifice for what he needed or wanted. That's a little bit into his personality there for you. There's a gate here in a residential area that looks like it's a little bit out in the suburbs or out on the outskirts of a city, where looks like maybe more than just a driveway and a little yard and a house. Looks like there were, long enough, if you were going to this place, you would drive down the road and you would see the fence for quite a while before you pull into the person's drive. And that is extremely significant for someone, because this card tried to jump out of the deck for me. And I had to keep pushing it back in. And then it came out in a similar way here for this reading, in the right spot here. So it doesn't look like this was the stepfather that caused you this trauma, this abuse. But it could be, because I've kind of got a loose end here. I've got a Libra card coming out here. And this can either be this telling us that this person, this stepfather figure, is a Libra, or it could be telling us that this is a Libra associated with this stepfather figure. And all of this will help you get the message that you need in this situation. This person was, he did this a lot to you as you were young. And he would do it the same way every time. He would come up to you. How this person is acting like something's wrong, and then this little child is holding out the teddy bear like, well, here, let me help. What can I do to make you happy again? Because I want you to be happy like this, the happy, blissful filled sun card here. Well, and the only way you could make him happy and bring, shower everyone with gifts and have all the good fun was if you stayed quiet for a little bit. This is your message. And I'm Native American, so these Native American cards in this deck are extremely clear messages to me. So hopefully I can portray this situation to you in a way where you feel that also through me. This person here is not associated with this stepfather figure. This energy here is a spiritual energy through a Native American ancestor, which I believe you may have in your family. This ancestral energy here is telling you, up here, this is the stepfather that you need to be concerned about looking into for this message today. The Sun card and this Libra card are also significant. And then below this spiritual energy, this gated community here. It's a gated community or a gate at a home. That is extremely significant for Scorpio. And then going back, this affected your choices all your life. You were avoidant in romantic relationships. You sabotaged yourself in so many ways that you just felt like you just wanted to shrivel up and go hide somewhere. And this is showing cigarette ashes that are being puffed. You know how the fire really fires up when you take a drag off of a cigarette. That's what this picture is of. So you were taking a drag off a cigarette. This is an addictive smoking habit, which means just one after the other, chain smoking. It could also be other addictions. This is just, could just be letting us know that it's an addiction. It could be an eating disorder, a sexual addiction. But I'm not feeling that. I feel like it was, you smoked so much that you probably damaged your lungs. And it was just a way of medicating yourself. And it just took more and more and more drags through the years to medicate yourself until you were smoking 2 cartons a day and it wasn't doing any good anymore. Now, what I want you to pay attention to here is the fact that this happened in your childhood. If you are aware of this and you haven't spoken out about it, then you need to speak out, because you are letting your life pass you by, and you don't want to keep doing that. You need to live your life. You deserve to be seen. You don't deserve any of this that happened. None of this happened to you because you deserved it. This happened to you because there was a very, very, very sick individual who used you in a way that is just unthinkable, and it is just horribly wrong what they did. Now, what you don't know is that this person, this stepfather person, and this Libra person, I'm feeling this really, real strong here. This is a couple. The Libra could be the mother of this the wife of this stepfather, but the stepfather card is a man, a male energy. I'm trying to get something more for you here, Scorpio. Bless your heart. I'm going to pull another card for you. In fact, I'm going to kind of go a different route than I ever go here, and I'm going to take a word of wisdom, since we've got so much Native American energy in this reading. And there's your card. Mate, beautiful. Look at that. Honesty. And look, right under that's empath. And look here, go get what you want. Look at all this coming out. And look, start now. Begin. You see all those beautiful messages for you. It is beautiful. I feel light. I feel like you're probably crying right now when you watch this video. I feel like you're going to feel like you're able to release some of this energy, some of this pain and trauma, because someone is showing you that they can see it. I see it, Scorpio. I see it. I see you. Look, I see you covered up, bundled up in a corner. Maybe nobody will see you. But that can't be the case, because in your real life, you're not unseen, because you are standing out. Look at this. This is a black and white image with this person wrapped up so that no one can see them in this beautiful red satin wrap. I mean, everybody can see you. You're amazing, Scorpio. You can't hide from people. Even if you feel like you're hiding, you can't. There are people who have wanted to love you and you avoided them. You turned the other way and run off because you were afraid that you just didn't want to get close to people. Love to you, the physical part of love relationships, was very traumatic for you, and you knew that that wasn't going to go well. I want you to heal from this. I want you to be honest with yourself. Look here. Be honest with yourself. You're very empathic. Now, being an empath, it's hard. You feel everything. I see that. Go get what you want. Start now. Begin. Begin. Be honest. Tell someone. Speak your truth. Tell your story. Get it out there. Write it down in a bestseller novel. Tell someone in public. Join the Me Too movement or whatever movement you need to join that makes your voice heard. Help other people who are going through the same thing. This did happen. And this is only for the Scorpios who know that this happened to them when they were young and nobody ever did anything about it. And if it was this stepfather and the partner of the stepfather, this Libra person who didn't say anything about it, they knew about it but didn't tell anyone because they didn't want to send this person away. I mean, you were just completely betrayed. First of all, by the person who committed this horrible act, this betrayal upon you. And then second of all, by the person who allowed it to happen without doing anything about it. This is not okay. It's not okay for people to treat people this way and destroy people's lives, destroy their dreams and their hopes, and live in the fear and there's denial, there's guilt, there's shame, all of that you've been living with that you do not deserve to live with. You don't deserve to carry shame for something that you did not cause. I want you to get this out. I want you to speak your truth, Scorpio, and I want you to speak it loudly. I want everyone to see you. Please let me know. Please let me know who this is for. Even if you need to send me a private message, my email address is in that description box or in the About section on my channel. Just reach out. I want to know that I've reached you. I want to know that you saw this message because it's for you, Scorpio. And I have a feeling it's for a handful of you, not just one. And wouldn't that be amazing to come together and support one another in this situation where all of you have the same story, the same fears, the same issues that took over your life that didn't have anything to do with you or anything that you did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. You were a victim of someone who doesn't deserve to even be named. Bless your hearts. I feel for you. But I see you, Scorpio. I see you. Reach out to me. Let me know I've reached you. Okay?